All right, Jim Rich along with Eric Shearhorn. We're ready to drop the puck. What kind of tempo does Minnesota want to start to this game, Eric?
Well, I'd like to see them start on time, right? The last 2 Fridays, they've came out a little slow. They've been outshot almost 2-1, and they've lost both of them. So if they want to start stringing a few wins together, it's got to start right here at the start.
Bulldogs big line starts this one. Sam Plant with his brother Max and Jason Shagabe on the wing. Long shot. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's throwing back out to center.
Good onslaught by the Gophers. They're getting their ground game going. They're going to tire out the Bulldogs defense. Eventually, if they keep...
Bulldogs trying to quickly counter. Max Plant gets it to the Gopher line, but it's turned back. Here's Mooney racing in. Fires a shot off the blocker. Big rebound. And Lutke couldn't tee it up cleanly. Now jumping in is Whipple. Lamb with it in the corner. Double teamed there, and Plant takes it away. And now Aaron Peon. He has troubles with it, and the Gophers just put it in back deep. Hansen feeds it up the near side, and Max Plant will clear ahead. Bulldogs come across the line. Long shot. Save is made, and the rebound taken over by Moore. At center. Gophers get crossed up, and that allows Truman to fire it right back in. Now a steal in behind. Bulldogs jump on it. Truman puts it to the side of the net, and it's shoveled in behind. Rombach covers his man on the back wall. Now it comes right back out in front. Quick shot right there, and Despasqua had to make him.
The Gophers have so far. Now it's just getting past this first 10, and the Bulldogs wanting to let this game settle in a bit.
Gophers come across the line again. John Middlestad drives to the net. Then Guyon spun around, but he was able to keep it out. Middlestad showing some moves there.
This whole fourth line, they've created multiple chances so far, moving their feet.
Now Middlestad feeds it across. Shot blocked by Falloon, trying to let it go. And then the puck cleared back out to center. Middlestad chopping at it, but the Bulldogs continue. And Shane lets a long one go, and it sails by the Gopher netminder, and the Bulldogs strike first.
Eluded Despasqua a little bit. I don't know if there was a screen or not. Typically you see a goalie of his caliber make that save. Nonetheless, the Bulldogs, after
brings it back to the blue line. Now Hansen with it. Shagabe takes a look, feathers it in front, comes through the far side, and it's hammered home by Sam Plant. And the Bulldog power play unit continues to be red hot.
He thought he was going to the bumper guy in the middle there. The Gopher player does a great job lifting his stick. Unfortunately, he sells out for that first shot. Then he has to try to recover over to his left. And Sam Plant does not miss from there. We've learned that thus far this.
He'll send it in. Lutke brings it back to Gruba. Over to Middlestad. Back to Mooney. Fires, and Guyon read it perfectly. Came across.
Just shows you how much this program means to all the alum. They can't wait to come back, cheer the guys on that came after them.
I think it really shows how much that this program becomes a life program. And Lutke knocked down. Fans grumble, but play goes on. Lutke gets his pocket picked, and the Bulldogs come in with Hansen. Sharp angle shot. Despasqua turns that aside. Rebound to the line. Shalani lets one go. Puts it in off the glass. Kleber back to get it for UMD. Couldn't get it out. Stepping up, Thomas fires the shot. Guyon got it up high, but he makes the save.
Create a few more high danger scoring chances. Might lead to some goals here in the second period.
Penalty boxes are empty as we start period number 2. Minnesota in the home whites going against the Bulldogs in the dark maroon sweaters from northern Minnesota. Bulldogs in their own zone. Cleared around to the near side. Shagabe gets it out to center. Back in, long shot by Ty Hansen. That's gobbled up and hemmed.
Clearly on the clean shots, he's been pretty good this year. So a goalie like that, you know within the room that you got to do a little something.
Face-off in the Bulldog zone. Jimmy Clark out to take this face-off. Clark between Hendrickson and Zemer tonight. Middlestad throws one on goal and kicked ahead. Zemer turns it over. Bulldogs counter. Long shot into the offensive zone.
That's a great hit there too by Jacob Rombach. That's what they need. They need a little bit of energy. That hit like that can lift the bench up. Everyone
with some speed across the line, goes wide around Hansen. Just tried to get it out front, but Hansen was able to force him in behind. Now on the backboards, Pritchard comes up with it. Brings it back to the blue line, long shot. Stick save is made. Gets it ahead. Fired in from center by Gaffney. On the far wall, Bulldogs keep it in. Rocket by Pioch goes off the glass over the top of the net. Gaffney brings it back to the blue line. Long shot, gobbled up and held just as whipped around to Zemer. Mooney couldn't get it across, but now Lutke fires. And that one.
It's a really sneaky, nice defensive play there by Foran on the Gophers.
And two Gophers collide. That allows the Bulldogs to come right back in. Long shot. And they'll just slide it back down into the Gopher zone. I don't know if it's time enough to sit on a lead, but the Bulldogs certainly don't have to press here to get a late one there, but a good chance right on the doorstep by Truman.
It gets closer to 0, that doubt starts to creep in a little bit. So, you know, a couple nice shifts, doesn't necessarily need to be a goal, can go a long way to bring up that energy on the bench.
Right, and we saw that early in this hockey game, the first 5 minutes before Duluth scored that goal, especially last Saturday night. You only have to go back to their last game. They came up with 4 in the third to beat North Dakota. Gaffney, though, with a good opportunity there. The Pasqua. Pritchard tried to get it to Moore. That was broken up. And again, the Gophers couldn't get anything going offensively. Backhander right on the doorstep, and they score! A great centering feed came right on the doorstep, and the rebound was knocked in, and the Bulldogs now have a 3-0 lead.
Looks to be Minnesota Duluth. Graydon Seepman, his first collegiate goal, the Langley, British Columbia native. And in fact, the only player in the game to have played Canadian Major Junior prior to his college experience. What a great energy, so high every night, and they certainly brought that.
And there's the horn, and the Bulldogs shut out Minnesota 3-0.